Hey guys, Apple Hack for you here, and I want to make a short comparison between a Hackintosh and a real Mac. In this case it is the Mac Mini 2011 base model. This is upgraded with 8 gigs of RAM and an SSD. This computer here has a simple HDD, 8 gigs of DDR3 memory like in this Mac Mini, and 500 gigabyte hard drive. So, but with a much better graphics card, which is the AMD 6870, which is much better than the integrated graphics Intel 3000 on the Mac Mini. So the question is, why should I buy a Mac or instead of a Hackintosh? Well, of course a Mac is much expensive than a Hackintosh, and the hardware is not the best. For this price you pay for this Mac Mini, you can get, I would say, an ultimate Hackintosh, which is fast like a Mac Pro. But the bad thing is, the Mac is actually made for OS 10, which we like to run. And yeah, so if you really want to run Mac OS X, you should buy a Mac, a real Mac from Apple. And a Hackintosh does one also good with OS 10 line, or whatever you want to run. I expect you plan to run Line, because it's the latest operating system from Apple. And yeah, this is just a short information. This is actually fresh installed. I just installed some apps from Xcode, and this is actually not fresh. Well, however, so I want to run Geekbench on both computers and see which is better. And the SSD and the Apple optimized hardware better than a more powerful computer PC hardware. This is an Intel Core 2 quad processor Q8300, I guess, and this is an Intel Core i5 Sandy Bridge, so the latest CPU that you can right now. And so let's run Geekbench. Geekbench. So opened up. Here you can see shortly the information. I will switch to 64-bit. The same thing on the real Mac Mini, with the Core i5 with 2.3 GHz. This is 2.5 GHz, but a dual core instead of a quad core in the Hackintosh. Okay, wait a second. I have some troubles. So, opened up, switch to 64-bit like on the Hackintosh. So, here and here, I try to begin them at the same time. So I take some mouth with me. So, and well, so both are running right now. I guess the the real Mac would be faster because it has an SSD installed. And here I have the real Mac, and let's hope the best. So, of course the Mac Mini, for example, looks much nicer than actually every PC, but you can buy Power Mac G5 or Mac Pro case and install your PC hardware and install Mac OS 10 on it. So, okay, hit finished with a score of 6458 and 6140. It seems like the Mac is much, or not that much, but pretty much faster than the Hackintosh. So let's see which is actually better. So, integer processing, integrated performance, 50s 48, and here 5960. That means the processor is supported pretty well, but you can get a better run, of course, and get better performance. The floating point processor floating point performance 8692 is here on the Hackintosh, and on the Mac it's 8535. That means the Hackintosh is also faster than the Mac at this point. This is actually also meant for the processor, as you can see here. Processor, and yeah. Memory performance, I should say that this is, as you can see here, 33 megahertz, and here I have just 1064 megahertz. So this memory is, I guess, a bit better. And 51 380 38 and 64 24 34 24, excuse me please. And the Mac is much faster than I expect, because this is not a large difference between 1064 and 3033. And yeah, now we have a stream information. On the Hackintosh it's 3370, and on the Mac it's 6771. So this means the Mac is in this part more than twice times better in this point. Maybe because I want an SSD, and I guess this is the point. Okay, and I guess Hackintosh is great if you just want to run OS 10 next to Linux or Windows, and Mac is actually just for OS 10, or you can run Windows on it. Well, actually, yes, it's pretty good. So Windows does run pretty good on the Mac Mini. or on actually every Mac. So I hope I would buy Hackintosh with, for this price I can buy, which this Mac Mini costs, I can buy so much better with the performance of a Mac Pro, which is, or with the end of the line Mac Pro, which is amazing. Okay, for this price you get a good performance like the Mac Pro. So I would definitely buy a Hackintosh, which is much cheaper and more and well, not nicer but cheaper and more powerful. So I hope I see you in the next video. Subscribe and comment. See you and bye.